Welcome to Underdog Gaming. If you want to see the cheater, 19 minutes 19. Yeah, that's good, people. Welcome to a quick discussion about the death of Warzone2 on basically most platforms, and also a quick exposure of a cheater in the game that you'll be watching me play by the name of OB-JAY101. Just briefly, I thought I'd just comment on it quickly. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but yeah, the state of Warzone is basically fucked beyond all fuckings. It's just a silly thing now. So, where do you start with it? With Warzone 2, if you're playing like myself on the PlayStation 5, you can't even find a crossplay game, a non-crossplay game, sorry. So basically you have to play with the PC players. And it's bad enough on the console. I mean, I guess the anti-cheat's kind of working because you can't find any matches with console players, because I guess most of them were using Cronus or some kind of hacks, either PC hacks or Cronus or Zims or something along them lines. It's kind of ironic still, but so now you can't literally find a game within probably what I was waiting half an hour at peak time, which is like in the UK right now, dinner time, so 6 PM. Couldn't find a game. But from back in its heyday, you could find one every 2 minutes pretty much, even not with crossplay. But now, yeah, it's just, it's terrible, isn't it? So obviously we had the whole controversy as well with the whole LGBTQ thing, and I'm not going to get involved in that. It's not my place to be asked, and it's too much of a wormhole. But that's had a lot of effect on, say, some of the promotions that's been going on, and the non-boycott, etc., etc. So yeah, that's just one reason the player base has died. The second and the most important one is obviously the cheat, and the one that I touch on the most because I'm basically an anti-cheat representative. I fucking can't stand the cunts. And in this game, PUBG and others, it's just rife at the moment. I mean, some of the anti-cheats obviously starting to work, and it's more the expensive ones that are still being left out, and people are still hacking hard. If you watch my game, this what you're watching now is me playing against on crossplay with PC players. I do alright, I get a kill at least, and then I get murdered, but I could tell straight away that something weren't right when I got killed. Not by the guy that actually kills me, I don't think. I just could tell something weren't right, so I just scanned through the squads, and you'll see a bloke called OB-J. It's just him. It's like 22 kills or something ridiculous, which straight away, just obviously, you're just like, alright, cool. Just watched him for a minute, and then it doesn't take long for him to show what he does, but that's later on in the video. You can just go straight forward to it. It's probably about, what, 20 odd minutes in, but yeah, it's insane, the state of Warzone now. It's just basically unplayable. If you're not hacking, you haven't really got a choice but to camp, basically. And you just obviously get cussed out for being a camper, this, that and the other, or just trying to be strategic, but yeah, it's just too silly. I mean, you watch me play, I'm just your normal controller user, no fucking devices. I'm a reasonably good shot, but I've got no fucking chance against fucking people using full-on hacks or just aimbots. It's just ridiculous. You can't do anything, you just get murdered. But I won't sell my soul and go and fucking get a device. I just can't do it, man. I won't do it. And that's the thing, that's the problem with too many of these people nowadays. Just quick to sell the soul, just have no moral substance, just complete wet lettuce, you know. And it's just, well, that everybody else is doing it mentality, and just like, yeah, well, if everybody else is jumping off a cliff, you're gonna go join them, you fucking lemon. But hey, yeah, it's also to do obviously with the money. We've touched on this in other videos that I've done like 4 or 5 years ago, why people are doing it, and back then it was just starting to become a thing. Now it's just, from when I was streaming PUBG and talking about PUBG cheaters 3, 4, 5 years ago, yeah, well, it's become a whole different thing. Every next man and his dog's got some kind of hack going on in most games. So my advice to the people nowadays, if you're looking at like semi-strategic games, I'd probably recommend going to like closed servers and places like DayZ. DayZ's a great game. it's more realistic than half of this shit where it takes about 50 bullets to kill someone, even if you shot them in the face about 4 times. You won't get that on DayZ. A couple of shots, you're dead. Shot in the head with any kind of handgun, you're dead. It's a much better game, and I do recommend that to people. Who probably go check out DayZ. There's plenty of good private servers run by people that can catch these hackers. They don't last long on DayZ, because I play quite regularly on DayZ as well on certain servers. So that's a recommendation. Get away from these games, because it's as fun as they used to be. It's just, yeah, no one likes just getting drilled by hackers every game, and it is every game now. So I was saying this years ago, but now people that were a bit skeptical are starting to see that, yeah, hacking's basically running multiplayer shooters like these because of the streaming, because of the money that's involved in the industry now. So every man wants to try and be a lazy cunt, not go to work 9 to 5, and wants to preferably earn from his couch. And fair enough, I can understand that, but fuck me, it's just every little streamer thinks he's the next Don of gaming, but you find out that most of them, I would say literally 70 to 80, if not higher, percent cheating. I'm more of a reviewer and more of a strategic head, and more of just like catching the cheaters. So you won't catch people like me cheating, because it's not in my mentality at all. I just can't stand the thing. I was always taught to be like, you know, fair play in sport, whether it's fucking boxing or whatever else I do. Always fair mentality, none of this. But yeah, so Warzone's totally scuffed. It's just beyond saving at this point now. I don't know, I've heard also conspiracies about the devs fucking it over on purpose because of what's been going on behind the scenes there, etc, etc. It's a bit crazy, if you ask me. But yeah, basically cheating is just rampant on Call of Duty Warzone 2. The crossplay is beyond playable for people that are not cheating. Literally, it's just, yeah, you might as well just call it a day and accept. If you're lucky to get to the top 25, that's where my benchmark is just trying to make the top 25 most of the time, so I get points, because I'm in gold at the moment as such. So you get a few points, maybe the odd killer, and I'm not looking to win nothing. The only time you win is if, like you're doing me, you're just solo stacking and you're going in with other people, and half the time you'll be jumping in with cheaters on your squad, which will get reported as well if I see them cheating. And I've had a couple of wins like that. I've just been with randos who were hacking up the place. They got the win. Yeah, it happens. It's the only way. Half the time you do get wins is when you solo stacking and you end up playing with cheaters half the time. It's nothing, you can't help that. You don't choose who you jump in with if you're not jumping in with pals. But yeah, it's just too messy. I played PUBG again the other day. There's a quick crossover thing there. It's pretty much the same thing. It's actually kind of worse on PUBG because you've got to pay to play ranked, and you would think that would cut the numbers of hackers out. I paid to have a look at it. 2-2s, it's still rife with hackers, even in the paid ranks. So yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Until the anti-cheat start getting on top of things, you just, yeah, modern gaming and these sort of battle royales is done unless you're a hacker. And basically all you're doing watching these big streamers is basically co-signing and supporting for these clowns, yeah, because most of them are all getting exposed. Most of them aren't hackers. Most of them are little sweaty neeks who couldn't perform like that 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, I've been gaming for 30 odd plus years. I'm 40 years old. I've been gaming since I've been about 6. So I've seen gaming, and I've seen online gaming from the very beginning. And I've seen before cheats were on what the average gaming level was. And yeah, you have more people gaming now, so the level's definitely increased, but not to the point where you all of a sudden everybody's a god. Yeah. So no. So it's just become a pandemic as far in gaming anyway, is cheating. So something needs to happen. Something needs to change. But I'm not tech savvy, so I can't tell you what's got to change or how it's going to change, how they're going to catch these companies that are producing. I mean, just recently, I think one company's just been busted. I think Triple B was talking about it the other day. And that's another thing. You've got these other fucking streamers who are claiming to be hacker catchers, but people like Triple B, well, he used to be a hacker, or he used to run with hackers, and that's why he doesn't really get the respect that maybe he should do. I mean, if he's turned a leaf, then fair play, we deserve a second chance in my books. But if you're just doing it just as another spin-off, just because it's an easy way of catching money, because it's the hot topic at the moment, because people are cheating quite a lot, and you think you can just cash in. Yeah, it's just another snake move. I don't know yet. I put it to him on his own thing, and he's not responded. But he ain't gonna respond to me. I'm just a little nobody in it. So, but that's how it is. That's the game. But some of us are honest out here. If you watch my gameplay, what you're watching now, this is how I always play. Bit sweaty, up on rooftops trying to snipe a cunt. But that's me. That's the only way you can play against these bot players, man, that are using hacks, because you ain't gonna beat them in a fair one-on-one gunfight 9 out of 10 times, unless you get the drop on them and you drill them with a faster rate firing weapon than what they've got. But as you'll see, if you fast forward, or you just carry on watching this to the end, that you're just gonna see these hackers are on a different thing, man. They're on a next thing, and then they're trying to use brain and just fucking, like, yeah, just camp it out up in the gas or out in the clouds with some kind of infinite, never with no gravity hacks and shit. I don't know. I can't explain it. As I say, I'm not that tech savvy. I know the basics, but some of this, yeah, it's some next shit. And then infinite slides and all this other madness you'll see. It's all here to see in this video later on. This is just me at the moment, just camping up, trying to get a kill or two before I get murdered, obviously. But yeah, so the state of Warzone2 is just not in a great place. It's just beyond fucked. It's just, yeah, not good, not good at all. And people just need to stop, like, supporting these hackers. You need to stop signing up to their things. You need to boycott their pages. Don't watch their things. Don't give them any money. Just boycott them, and eventually, slowly, they'll go away without any support. They'll have to go back into the real world and try and find themselves a real job. And the real players can actually come back, because the real players you're not getting to see, because they're not going to get any views compared to people getting 30, 40 kills in unlegitimate ways. Do you know what I mean? Your average player, good players, probably may only get a couple of kills a game, 3, 4, 5 kills maybe, depending on the scenario. Maybe they get a few more, few less, you know. But in general, not many people are getting 20 kills, 30 kills, like you see quite regularly now from these hackers. So yeah, the state of these games is just too much, mate. It's just too much, people. So yeah, start looking to probably boycott these games. Start looking to go to different games, like I say, like Daisy. I don't know, Hell Let Loose, Insurgency. You still get hackers, but they're not. It's not as prominent. So yeah, this is all up. Yeah, it's just you wait to see this next, man. It's just crazy out here. Crazy with hackers. Mark kill, get out. Nice.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV. Enemy UAV overhead.
It's around here where I get killed the first time. Just sitting in the bush now. Could be legit, could not be. I have got cold-blooded and ghost on, but I know through that bird's eye perk or something there is ways of seeing you still. But I don't really get time to even have a look at it. Obviously, I get sent to the gulag, I think, in this one. But it comes across as a little bit suspect because I'm in the middle of the bush, and usually when I'm bush camp, I'm pretty good, especially with the camo I've got on as well. It's pretty hard to see, but you never know. Could have seen me legitimately. There's no proof either way on these guys that shoot me, but I've got the feeling it was suspect. You see what you think. Just be clutching at straws on this one, but yeah, I don't know. As I say, guess I did it. This is it here. Didn't know nothing about it. Probably a cheater, but you never know. So that one I can't really say. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, so get sent to the gulag here. Let's see what happens. No reporting, no still. little run in the gulag. Just try to fucking survive best you can. We've got walls are fucked. Nothing you can do. I actually do alright. I just try to use my headset on these here for the footsteps. Best I can do because I'm not running walls or aimbot or anything like that, so. Just gonna try to beat him on the counter. Which I do. Just so I can get shot in the back. Spawn back in just to get murdered again in a second. See what you think, people.
Moving.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Moving here.
So the rest of this video is just going to be just watching OB-J. I'll just talk through it briefly. I won't be talking about the whole reason of the cheating now. That's just part of the video I just wanted to talk about briefly. So yeah, the rest of this is, I think it's me just about to get murdered. Pretty short.
That one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
It's me getting murdered, I think. Me probably reporting him. He probably wasn't even in, that was a cheater. He was wrong with them. So I thought, fuck it. Have a report you can't. I know. Just wasn't right though. I think I'll go through the squad now, have a look who's the bait ones. It doesn't take me long. So I'm watching now, this guy, this is the one, this is the moment, OB-J.
Her sniper was trash! Puta madre!
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Got some bucks here.
So this is where it gets a little bit more interesting with his madman slides. Infinite slide here. and then he hits the water, and I do not know. I haven't seen this one before. This is a new one for me. Maybe one of you viewers in my comments or something can tell me what's going on in this one. In the name of Superman, I don't know what the fuck this is. But he then proceeds just to hang up here basically for the rest of the game, and then drops down behind him in the gas. Which he's obviously prepared for, I think, with a gas mask and a bag that little plates that stop you from getting damaged from this gas. But yeah, so basically you might want to just fast forward because he sits up here for 5 minutes for the rest of the game, pretty much to the end where he drops down and kills the last person or last two alive, or the gas does, I think, to be fair. So he just waits it out basically. But you'll see, he never seems to lose altitude either, I don't think. I'm not sure, maybe he's losing it very, very slowly, I'm not sure, but I don't think he is. So, yeah, this is another new set of tricks I ain't seen before. I ain't seen these ones. Definitely ain't seen no Superman dive from the water into mid-air, all the way up here. So, yeah, that is a new one, people. Like I say, I'm just commenting quickly on this, because, yeah, you saw what I saw. That's kind of crazy still. Different kind of cheats. So obviously Ricochet's still not picking up on all of it by any means. Yeah, so he'll just sit up here now. But yeah, I will say, chuck us a like, a sub if you can. It all helps. I'm just catching these clowns, man. The more support I get, the more beds I'll pump out if you want them, and I'll just expose these people. Because in every game you've got someone like this that I've been in. If you just sit there and watch them after your death, every game. So it's not like it's a few. This is your everyday thing. But yeah, appreciate it, people. God bless.
Gas is moving.
Well, this ain't blatant, is it? Fucking hell. You'll be going on YouTube, you little cunt.
25 remain. Solid work so far.
OB-JAY101.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Look at this bullshit. OB-JAY101, cheating blood clot, man. I don't think he's losing altitude, is he?
Get that gas moving in.
Look at this Billy bullshit, man.
You're in the top 10. Well done.
Well done for what? For cheating up the blood clot, man. What the fuck is this? OB-JAY101, you're gonna be famous very shortly, my friend. You little fassy.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I swear he's getting higher and shit. What the fuck? This, people, this is fucking how they do it, a lot of them, I guess.
You're losing ground.
This is a new one for me. I ain't seen these hacks before. Fucking
5
hell.
remain. Stay sharp.
This is what Warzone 2's become, is it? Two left.
Gas is closing. Get to the new
Final
safe zone.
circle. Let's see what happens now, shall we?
Last chance, soldier. Kill or be killed.
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Yeah, if you made it this far, cheers for watching. Appreciate the support. Just sub, like, support us in any way you can. Just leave a comment. You know, one of them things it's appreciated. God bless again. Let's try and get rid of these hacking bastards. Cheers. And there you have it. Fuck me.